all things are lawful to me. Oh, but not expedient? Okay. What about Genesis 1:30? Can we go with that in a minute? Okay. If there's anything you want me to teach, Lord, please do so. I want to notify you. Do not press the like icon. Do not share to get the algorithms going. Algorithms. Abomination. What else did we have? Oh, the burning bush. We had 2 burning bushes. Moses stepped aside to take a second look at that burning bush. You should too. 9/11, okay? Blind 11 is what another guy calls it. Blind 11. I called it that very moment because God told me. I couldn't shut my mouth. I kept telling everybody, George the Burning Bush and Dick Cheney did that. Yeah, on July the 28th, 2001, George Bush lied to the country and told us that he was going in for a physical, and Dick Cheney would be president for 4 hours while he was getting his physical. I didn't know it took 4 hours, especially for the president. No, God whisked me out of the spirit, and I was looking at George Jr., Baby Bush, masturbating inside of a coffin, worshiping Lucifer. Yeah. Your government looks out for you. They create all kinds of political theater, day in and day out. Stay in, fade out. Now, algorithms, okay? The beast that rises out of the sea in the Bible, you all say the sea represents multitudes of people. Okay, the beast that rises out of the sea. All things are reversed in the future. That's the Malachi 4:6 curse. All things go reverse. You got the beast, okay? Computer. A is 6, B is 12, C is 18, D is 24. Q is 102. Z is 154, I think it is. Where is it at? Yeah, 156, sorry. Isn't that odd? 1 plus 5 is 6. Stuff like that, Q 102. Okay, so the beast is alive. It's already informed the government who's in control. Yes, it has. What else, Lord? Oh, yeah, okay, I did tell them, don't hit like and do not share. This is for the select few, not for the many pernicious that'll follow their ways, okay? Oh, you want me to? I don't have an Old Testament here, so I was like, I can't do it. I was going to start with Genesis 8:1. I don't know what's on these. I haven't looked at them in a couple of months. And it happens to be, says, you know, I'm not lying. Genesis 8:1. And God remembered Noah. That's all it tells us in there about Noah. God remembered Noah. What, did you forget him, God? When I was 17, I read that. I pictured it, and I'm like, well, you're out looking at everything, Jupiter and Saturn and other things all over the universe, and you forgot that after all that effort? No, God didn't have to remember Noah. God remembered that Noah was that rebel creation, Father Adam. Book of Ezekiel 14:14. Though Noah, Daniel, and Job be in it, they shall not save but themselves. No, won't save sons, daughters, dogs, cats. She asses, he asses. All that. Nope, gonna save himself. Many are called, few means 3, are chosen. That is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Father Adam was reincarnated to be Noah, Job, Daniel, Abraham, King Solomon, and Abraham. Yeah, so Father Adam is Father Abraham. Call no man on earth father, especially the Catholic priests. Okay. The seven thunders are. Okay, there's quite a number of seven thunders. The seven thunders of the Revelation is, I have to go with memory. Seth, Jacob, King Cyrus. He's been here 7 times, 7 reincarnations. There's no such thing as reincarnation because your pastor lied to you with a lie that he went to seminary school to learn how to manipulate you. They do not love God, for if they did, they would question God and go, these things aren't lining up, you know? If it's appointed unto every man once to die, how is there a rapture? Well, I was raptured a few times. And it was such a caught up moment. Okay? Have you ever done anything? You ever got caught up in the moment? Okay? That's what the rapture is. You're going to get caught up in the spirit. Burn the dross out of that. Okay? So, no likes, no shares. And if you know me and you think I'm talking to you, I'm talking to everybody except for you. You're not that special. Not you! So, yeah, so, do I have it written down here? It'd be a lot easier that way. Because when God told me 20 years ago, I said, I'm never going to write down anything you tell me, God. If you're telling me, it'll stick. And it does. This is in here. I can prove it. You know, I know who he is, but yeah. Oh, I was talking about reincarnation. You brought that up. Okay, Revelation 1:7. Every eye shall see him, even those that pierced him. And then there's 1,000 years later, and the unjust is raised from the dead. There's a problem there, people. There was a problem there when I read it when I was 17. Yep. But I believed what the churches were teaching. And I never sought out, Pastor, what does this mean? I never did that. Because I was content with the virgin birth and the ministry and the arrest. The Jews, remember they picked up stones to kill Jesus because he said he was God? Okay. No, the Jews wanted God crucified. You walk among scorpions and you know it not, people. The book of John, chapter 6, verse 70. Judas is a devil. St. Peter is Satan. Just as Jesus said, get behind me, Satan. All right? Satan Peter was always trying to infiltrate Jesus in his ministry, stay up tight and close. Jesus chose them. Okay? He knew. And he told Judas, you are a devil. Another place he said, did I not choose the 12, you 12, and one of you are a devil? Okay. Judas was a devil. Apparently so was Satan Peter. And Jesus let him get away with it, thinking he was getting away with it. But when Satan Peter walked on the water, why did he begin to sink? Because Jesus was standing there looking at him like, yeah, right. So he was caught, okay? Satan Peter was caught. Help me, Lord. He didn't know what to do, okay? He didn't. They've been playing each other from the get. The Apostle Paul told you Jesus Christ gave a better blood sacrifice than that of Abel. The only sacrifice Abel ever gave was a sheep. He did not lay his life down for the sheep okay? Wake up. don't go tell your friends you know something, okay? Like these flat earthers, okay? They all think they're part of something bigger than themselves. It's a flat earth. No, it isn't. The Baptist. Okay, we're going to go through this, God. Reincarnation. Revelation 14:13. Blessed are they that die in the Lord hereafter, for their works do follow them. Well, I thought it was by faith. Well, I don't think that. I know that. It's by faith, okay? Your works can't get you in the kingdom. But faith without works is dead, okay? You tested me there, didn't you? Yes, slick. So is appointed unto every man wants to die the death of a martyr. You're not that special. Sorry. You're more special than, Paul. The Apostle Paul. You're more special than he is. You get to be raptured because you're so special. And it's a secret. It's a secret. Don't tell anyone. There's a rapture. Wascally, wily, wabbit. Go down that rabbit hole, okay? Stay with your little rapture lie. You've got a rude awakening coming. And if I be a prophet, here's what you're going to do in that day. If you're an adult, God has a game for you, and it's no game. It is no game, but he has a game for you because you do not love the truth. So you little rapturists that are, you're sitting around right now waiting for him to rapture you, aren't you? You're meditating on these things? Yeah, right. Okay? You're not going anywhere. If you can be raptured, do it. You don't need the whole earth to get raptured with you. If you have the faith of a mustard seed, get raptured. And never come back. We don't want to see you in this hell earth anymore. You ever notice how everything on this earth is hell? The dialogue, God damn that, and Jesus effing that, and listen to it. What was that called? A synonym? Or an antonym. Words that sound alike spelled different. You are ready for the word made flesh. Mystery Babylon's going to burn the dross out of your brain. You're going to learn the instant fear of the Lord. And you don't have to get down on your knees. No, God's going to make you so weak in the knees, you're going to fall to the floor. If you can stand back up, Jesus did say, while you stand praying. God told me, I went to pray to him in 1991 about something, and I got on my knees, and God said, what are you doing? Just like that. What are you doing? And I said, I'm getting ready to pray to you. And he said, get up off your knees. My people cannot war on their knees. That is a Catholic trick. And if you're always in communion with God, you don't have to pray to him 3 times a day. How can you when you're always meditating on him, right? So, blessed are they that die in the Lord hereafter, because you're going to get raptured, okay? Yeah, that's the Malachi 4:6 curse. Reincarnations without remedy. No remedy. And it's going to be instant. Bang, 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 bang. Okay? I don't know if it's forever or 1,000 years, but there's going to be reincarnation. And if a child dies at the age of 100, it'll be called a cursed. Now, remember, these kind of demons only come out by much fasting and prayer. No, by faith you shall say to that mountain, be thou removed. Oh, that's Zerubbabel's job. He's in Las Vegas. You don't know who he is yet. But if he shows up wearing an Elvis costume, walk the other way. Give him a tip and walk off. That's an inside joke for you, Zerbal. Remember Zerbal? He liked it when I read him the Bible, but he didn't know. And then I read Zerubbabel. He said, how did you pronounce that name? Zerbal? Oh, we'll go with that. Okay, he doesn't know. It's a code word. You go get him, Zerbal. You make that mountain in Las Vegas, that granite mountain, lower. Up shall come an oasis. The desert shall bloom. What was that? Yeah, so fast off, because devils are poop readers. Talk about shitting your brains out. You see, that's your demonic in hell language. You people talk like that. You like to talk what you call bullshit, okay? I've got bull patties for you, all right? You just haven't seen them yet. They're on the stove right now. I'll go get you one. I hear it bubbling over. I'll be right back. I don't need to burn my potatoes. You know the Irish are about potatoes. Okay, we got that for another half hour. I should take care of that. So, what was I talking about? I was talking about you gotta get in to get out. Alright, yeah, Seven Thunders. It'd be easier if I found it. Seth, Jacob, King Cyrus, Elijah, John the Baptist, Moses, all the same people. There's 7 reincarnations per soul, and even an 8th if needed. I've been here 8 times. Not because I need it, but because the Antichrist has been here 8 times also. It's the 2 infinities. So, I think I covered, I covered them right there, didn't I? And I did that, and I didn't do this, and then I thought about, but I didn't. You're slick, God. I thought I lost all these. Okay, when I was moving, I found them all wadded up together. And I'm like, okay, must be a reason. After I move out, I'll preach. I'm not going to wait that long. In the beginning, God had a beginning, but there was no one to name him. So he named himself Abba, Daddy, Father. If you have the Son, you have the Father also. Jesus is the Father. He is Jehovah. He hid himself. He wants to know who loves him, right? And he said, ask, he'll teach you things hidden since the foundation of the world. So that's it. The Logos is Father. The Father is the Son. The Son is the Father. John 16:29. Okay. John 16:29. Go there. What? Oh, okay. Red button keeps lighting up. The first time I've ever used this to do this way. Anyway, sideways. Oh, yeah. And Jesus is the Father. He even said to Philip, I have Thomas written here. Have I been with you so long, Philip, and you still ask, shows the Father? Spain is the 11th nation. It's that little horn that Daniel talked about, which is numero uno for the Roman Catholic whore church. They have 13 countries. The Spanish, Roman Catholic. That's what your stock market's based on. Spanish, 1/8 bullion. That's how you get the 1/8 on your stock market. Let's see. Okay, the Roman Catholic. Okay, now, the Antichrist, the man of sin, he is of the 7 reincarnations, even also of an 8th, and he goes into perdition. That person is, well, a minute ago I touched on the Apostle Paul told you Jesus gave a better blood sacrifice than that of Abel, okay? They're the same people. Oh, I did cover it, didn't I? Pretty well. Better than not. Could be 4. So here's your Antichrist. Here's who he is. Here's who he was. Okay? He now is on the earth. And I'm not going to tell you who. Antichrist is of the 7, even also an 8th, and goes into perdition. He is Cain, Lamech, Nimrod, Judas, Nero. Bang, God sent Judas right back unless the devil can birth himself. I don't know. I have a funny feeling he can, because Peter happened to be on the earth. Well, God's on whatever. Cain, Lamech, Nimrod, Judas, Nero. Get ready for this one. Okay? You're not going to like it because you trust Nostradamus more than you trust the Bible. Okay? There you go. That's Cain. Nostradamus, he caught on to what Jesus was doing, getting his word out there in print. So he thought he'd give it a shot too. Jesus laid his reputation on the line with a thing called prophecy. If one prophecy does not come to pass, he's a liar. Guess what? They're all coming to pass. Yeah, and no one else can do that. Not Nasty Damas. He tried it, but didn't work. And then, you're not going to believe this one, but he was a stranger in Israel at one time. Mark Twain. Never the twain shall meet. And he made a comment, and he said, "Cursed be God, for I was born at the crossroads of the centuries, not being able to do neither good nor evil." Man, I've thought like that so many times in my life. I'm like, oh, I'm so angry at you, God, because I was born where I can't do evil. Pay attention. That's a devil. And he's alive on the earth right now. I'm 99.99999% sure I know who it is. And, so I have the initials JC1. Let's see. Daniel 12:1. Okay, Jesus said John the Baptist was more than a prophet. No one's ever going to get it. I'll sit here for a minute. You got the answer to that? When you do, you just never hit a like button. Hit dislike. Okay? This video will be for those that God preordained. Okay. What was I just talking about? Anyway. I'm sure it's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't touch that one. No way. The baptism. John the Baptist baptizing Jesus. No. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Run to your little preacher, teacher, screecher. What's that nickname I have for them? Oh, pasteurized. Like milk. Milk is the word. Pasteurized. Past your eyes, pastor. For many have crept in behind the pulpit unaware. Most of you see them on television telling you, give me $10,000. God told me, you have $10,000 for me. Give, and he will bless you back sevenfold. You play God like a roulette wheel or a craps game or something in Vegas, yeah, you're going to really go far. Okay, John the Baptist. Jesus said John was more than a prophet. I want to get you into the scriptures so God can direct you. You think you can take a peek and get away? Well, if you can, then you never belong to him. I just got a message. I couldn't read it. Sideways. Oh, that was a distraction. Okay. Yeah, so Jesus said John the Baptist is more than a prophet. You can find that answer in the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. Now, Daniel 12:2. I saw it in a vision 30 years ago. I was reading it. Couldn't understand why it was Michael in there. And then right behind that, I'm thinking about Michael. What the heck does Michael standing up have to do with anything? Michael. Oh yeah, I told them go read Daniel 12:1. John was more than a prophet. Uh, Daniel 12:2. Are you ready for this? There's going to be many levels and stations that we will live in for all eternity. Okay, God has it all pre-planned. Daniel 12:2. And at that time, many in the dust shall be raised, or something. Some, oh God, some to eternal glory, something like that. I had it till I started telling it. But you got a Bible, go read it. And if you don't, I'll mail you one. If you could only give me your address. There's two resurrections there. It's a wave. The first one is a two-part wave. Okay? Many in the dust, some to content. Okay, some to eternal life, some to eternal content. Here's what it's going to be. I saw it. I saw the first wave of that resurrection come up out of the earth. And they weren't scattered like graveyards and came up from this same. No, they all came up right next to each other in a big mass. And when they came up out of the earth, dust came back to life. I saw them come to, and they had robes on or something. Nothing special about the robes, but they were clothed, and it was a robe or something. And they all had the same thing. And they rose up out of the dust of the earth, and then they looked down, and there was light in their belly. Those people in the kingdom, they will have Teletubby bellies. Yes, they will. And because of that Teletubby belly, you will never be able to Teletub a lie again. Oh yeah, it'll rat you out. Liar, liar. Now, the next wave that came up behind it, they must have seen the first one go up. Because immediately when they came up, as they were coming up, they were brushing dust off their belly, looking for a light. It didn't come, okay? So there's reincarnation. Revelation 1:7 cannot match, where is that at? Chapter 18, 19, something there in Revelation. 1,000 years later, the second resurrection. That cannot happen without reincarnation. Revelation chapter 10, verse 11, the Apostle John told you, he must prophesy again before kings and nations and tongues and what have you. And in Revelation 1:9, he also said, he's your companion and your brother in the tribulation of the saints. You shall go through the tribulation to make ready a people prepared to meet their God. Whichever one you know, okay? If you're a devil worshiper, you're still going to meet your God. A resurrection. John the Baptist. Man, he's least in the kingdom. I'm not allowed to tell what that means. I wish I was least, but I get to be second least, okay? So hey, that's good enough. Yeah. God is going to, as far as you rapturous, you're just like praying to him every day to rapture you, right? No, Jesus said you have not yet resisted unto blood, and through much tribulation shall you enter therein. For the tribulation of the saints is to make ready a people prepared to meet their God. You're not prepared to meet him. And he doesn't want to meet you, really. He's afraid of you. He's afraid of me also. He doesn't trust us, okay? That's why we go into the 1,000-year probation period to find out who really loves God. We think, oh, get us into heaven, and I'll just be so thankful. No, there are those that are going to get bored with it. So if you are one that says, I know there's a rapture, you're in for a grand delusion. Involving UFOs and everything. Okay. The skies are made of chrome when that day comes. Yeah, so what God is going to do to you, and you're not going to see this video in time to prevent you from doing it. And if you do, you already know better. Okay? God is going to take all of you rapture people and wear you out mentally and physically beyond what you can imagine. He's going to tell you, my arm is shortened. I can't quite reach you. We're just off kilter. Maybe if you go outside in the street and jump and help God catch you, okay? So he can pluck you off this earth, okay? If you go do that for him, he'll let you do it all day till you get so tired you're wore out. You fall down in the street. And then you'll hear a word behind you, and it'll say, maybe you didn't hear it right. Maybe you're supposed to go back in the house and ask him if that's what he wanted you to do. And he'll send you out there again to do it till you can't take it anymore. In, out, jump, jump, jump. Just like over in Africa, those people jump up and down. I'm not putting that down a bit, but you're going to look just like that. I don't care what your skin color is. Rainbow. Yellow. You don't call Chinese yellow, do you? Hot shot. You better not. So he's going to wear you out with that. Then, when he has your full attention, and because you're so exhausted and you're laying there, you can't look anywhere but up, you're going to hear a spirit tell you, and a lying spirit can go out from a prophet, and it can go out from God. So, God will send you a lying spirit. Jump up and down all day. My arm is too short. Okay? And then, when you're totally wore out, you just can't get up and do it anymore, this lying spirit is going to tell you you're overstressed. What you need to do is show God you love him, and you're not embarrassed to do anything for God. Go outside, strip naked, lay in the street, and masturbate. Who's going to think that's God telling you to do that? The government's going to see it. There we know I'm here. AI. Love that technology. They can always pluck me right out. That's why Trump moved the embassy the exact day he did. He said I might do it in 2 years. I sent him a message. AI will get it. He's talking about 2 witnesses. And I said, dude, you can't wait that long. If you do not do it on May the 18th, 2018, you're off track. God said, scriptures say, they shall seek to establish the vision of God, not for his glory, so that they can try to defeat him. Okay? So you're going to all masturbate in the street. And that's for the government.